Hey, on this episode, we are going to install yet another incredible T9 Pro streaming rear view mirror dash cam onto this very, very dirty 2002 Mazda Protege 5. Let me show you what comes in the box. What I really love about the T9 Pro is it comes with pretty much everything you need to get started on the installation. You will need to supply some perhaps specific wire connections to your vehicle, as well as a 64 micro SD card to kind of complete the package. But outside of that, they thought about everything that you need. You do have the lovely mirror assembly. This thing is beautiful. It's very OE looking. And on the bottom of it, it has a little trap door that opens up. And this allows you access to the SD card to remove, install. You also can view the videos directly on the screen. Very nice setup, very handy. They supply you all the basic wiring. You've got some quick add-a-fuse connections. You have the cabling to go from the front of the car to the back of the car. You also have included a rear view camera. The rear view camera is specific, top tip. It always should be mounted with the bracket portion facing up because the camera does not give the ability to flip it 180 after it's installed. So you want to make sure you install this in the correct orientation. Again, cabling, this is your video cabling that goes between the control unit and your cameras. It comes with a custom bracket that you may change to get the best mounting position for the rear camera. Also inside the kit, you get the front camera that will get mounted directly to the glass and plugged into the assembly. You have a GPS unit. One of the big reasons why I love my T9 Pro, the GPS unit is going to track location and speed. So that is really, really cool. They come with a bag of handy little adapters for different types of vehicles. So you've seen me go through these things before. When you open the box, you're going to be super impressed what comes in it. Let's jump in here and figure out what we need to do to get it mounted in this car. So there's a couple key considerations you need to think about before you install your T9 Pro. You need to locate, obviously, your rear view mirror and determine how it's attached to your car. You need to locate your fuse panel. You typically will have a fuse panel under the hood and one inside the car. So you want to be able to access those. And then probably the more important of all of the different options is making a decision on where to put the camera in the rear. The camera for the rear is going to work best if you have tinted glass on the outside of the car. Underneath the deck lid, while I could mount the camera up here, I have limited space, and it's actually good that it's dirty because you can see where the wiper's been running. There's an opportunity to tuck it right here. The other option is to remove the license plate, use the wide custom bracket, and actually attach the camera to my tag bracket so that it's just kind of hanging out here. You'll still be able to open the deck lid. Camera should be just fine right there. So I think that's where we're going to go. Your other considerations when you're running it is figuring out where you're going to be pulling trim panels out so that you can run your wiring front to rear. This one was tricky. When I actually got it, it was quick, but being gentle and protective to avoid damaging, you have to take this little slot that's found right here. While it's on the windshield, you have to press your screwdriver up, and as you press forward, it kind of releases that tab, and you wiggle it as you press, and then boop. About the time you think it's not going to come off, it pops right off. The T9 Pro mirror, while it has multiple different mirror mounts depending on your application, for this setup, I'm going to be able to put it in and run the set screw like the ones that I'm most comfortable dealing with. Get this up in the windshield, out of the way, and move on to the next thing. All right, when you're running your rear camera, that's probably where you're going to spend most of your time trying to find places to put things in terms of the wires and doing it in a way that makes sense. Remember, if you have, hey buddy, Remember, if you have curtain airbags in your vehicle, you want to be very cautious how you run the wire along the top edge. And as you get around to the back of the car, cars with trunks I think are a lot easier. Tailgates like this, you're going to have an area where the wiring comes through the main body and into your tailgate door. Look for your factory seals, grommets, and routes that they currently run wires through, and see if you can run through those with your T9 Pro rear camera wire. What I like to do is use this piece of 8-gauge wire here as a fishing tape to kind of shove through, and once I found a route to run my cables, I can then reverse pull this, pull my TV cable right back through. So I'm going to mount this camera right back here. So our T9 Pro allows us to switch the bracket it comes with to this other one, and it just has these little Phillips head screws on the side. You can swap it over. Now we're just going to mount the camera onto the center. You want to hold it down for about 30 seconds or so. That'll make sure that the sticky is getting it done, and then we can begin the routing of the cable going upward and onward through the car. Now, if you don't have a unibit, get one, because this makes a huge difference when you're making holes like this. What we're going to do is put this thing up and through by this tag lamp, and always check and see what's on the other side. In this case, absolutely nothing. So, and that should be what we need to get our wire through. Beautiful. I'll put a little dab of sealant around it when I'm done, just to keep any moisture and fumes, dirt, etc. on the correct side of this hole. So I've got the two attached, and if all goes well, I'm going to start pulling this camera wire through. Boom chakalaka, right there. It's through. I've got my headliner dropped slightly, and I'm fishing my fishing tape wire through. And now I'm in a position that I can drag my other wiring. There it is. We're done. We're through the gate, and now everything else is just working it through. See, we're just going to pop all that back in. There's a little cover right here. Boom. T9 Pro is through the gate. I'm going to start bringing this wire forward, and it's fairly easily tucked down in the trim. Again, I do not have curtain airbags on this model, so very little concern about how we're putting that wire in. It can just get stuffed and go. This is the main wire harness where your power, ground, your 12 volt all the time, your ignition on power, that's where it goes. And we want the bulky end of it with the fuses near your fuse panel, your power source, which on this Mazda, it's down here in this kick panel. We are going to have to run this end up to the rear view mirror, and that's fairly easily done. On most of your vehicles, again, you want to make sure you know where your airbags are. If you have any sort of side curtains or airbags running through here, be aware of it. I popped the plastic trim. Most of these plastic trims just pop off. They're kind of friction held in place on clips. Sometimes you do have to get a screwdriver, and you have to, or a nut driver, and have to remove a screw or two. This wire here is going to go to the actual front camera, and that one's going to stick right on the windshield. I have a pretty good idea where I want to put it. I don't want it in my way when I see it. It's going to end up going right here below the mirror itself. Show you that in a second. I'm going to go ahead and alcohol over here while I'm at it, just so it's done and dry. So your GPS unit also plugs in down at your fuse panel area. Let's go ahead and get it in right here. I like it right there. Right, so I've learned a few things about these front cameras over the years, and one of the things is that you want it in an area that the windshield wiper is clean. Kind of a common sense thing, but that way you're keeping things clear. And we've got windshield wiperage here. If your windshield is dirty, it's actually helpful when you're doing this install because you can see it. Also, don't forget to pull the actual protective coating off the lens. And I'm going to install him there. And then this actual lens goes up and down, which is pretty neat. Your T9 Pro comes with these really awesome out-of-circuit fuse holders. Love these things. You can get right into the wire harness on your car without having to cut or splice into your wire harness. Absolutely genius. I'd also want a test light when you're doing your install so you can find the circuits you're after. You want one that the battery stays on all the time and one only when the key comes on. For example, this one here that you see lighting up, this is 12 volt all the time. You can also consult your owner's manual and look at the type of circuits that you're dealing with, and that will help you tremendously. The ground that you're going to connect with your harness here. Most of your fuse panels have some sort of an area that's metal that's grounded to the chassis that you can typically loosen a bolt and just slip this under and tighten it up. You could also run a self-tapping zip screw into the body or some piece of sheet metal. Just be very careful when you do that. Obviously any drilling or anything. And check your circuits, make sure you have a good ground. I have a bolt up in here, I'm gonna shove this on. Okay, that is that. So what I'm gonna do now is we're gonna power it up. They've nicely labeled the one that is accessory. So that is my bottom one down here. Nice little protective covers so they don't ground out against anything. And I have my other one here, which is my 12 volt all the time. Plug him in. Pull the little booty up. All right. So we should see some action when I turn the key. Let's find out. Okay, let's find out if this thing lights up. We should hear a boop, 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 boop. There it is. There it is. Sweet. All right, let's show you what the mess looks like before we pick it all up. It's always a lot going on when you first get these all in here. Here's your bundle of wires. Next time you see this, everything's going to be cleaned up. All right, how about that? All the wires are tucked up and away. Here's our mirror. And, whoa, what a dirty car. There is our backup camera. And you will notice I can open it just fine. No problemo. And wires are all completely hidden. I mean, completely hidden all the way down the line, just like it should be. And if you're out here, you can identify the camera. See it right here in the windshield. So watch out, bad guys. I'm watching you. The next step is to insert the SD card. That is going to go in this little service module compartment right here. The writing on the card always faces the mirror side once it's in there. But let's go ahead and power it up. Key on, and there it is, waking up. How beautiful is that? That is my garage door right behind us. Beautiful, huh? Absolutely beautiful. That is our view. We can make some adjustments to it, and I will make more adjustments when I'm outside. But you can see what's going on behind this car, and the field of view on this is absolutely stunning. And you'll notice I don't have an SD card in it, date's wrong. I haven't said anything on it yet. I'll do that shortly. But that gives you an idea of what's going on behind the car. And then front view, there's the front view and the side view. And then there's just the front view. See the hood of the car right here. There's the light socket and stuff in front of us. This can also be adjusted up, can be adjusted up and down, depending on what view you want to see. How about that? So, we're going to get the SD card for this. And that will be the setup, and then we'll see how well it records. That's the video card right here. We're going to go put it in the computer, see what kind of images we've captured. It captures 3 different types of things. You can do still shots of things that you see, front and rear. You have the emergency videos. Those are the ones that you lock or get locked because it senses an impact. And then you have the continuous regular videos. They're date stamped. Let's go put them in the computer and check them out. We'll close this video out showing you some of the amazing video that your T9 Pro can capture. I'll catch you guys on the next video.